First of all, this story might be disturbing to listen, so I suggest you to watch it for your own responsibility. I'm Audrey, and this story happened a few years ago when I was a kid. I'm from Hungary, and I live in a little village on the northwest side of the country. Our street isn't so crowded. We live in the middle, and the others are a bunch of old couples, except for that one boy who was around my age. Let's call him Vincent. We never talked to each other because of his family. They were very strict. They've never let him out, and his mom used to hit him a couple of times too. One day, his father got enough and the family broke apart. The dad moved out, and Vincent cried a lot because he was the only one who really understood him. After a couple of months, there were still the two of them in the household. We usually heard a lot of screaming coming from the house if we went for a walk in that direction, though we thought they are going to stop soon, but we were so wrong. One day, the moms got enough of Vincent. She clearly didn't love him and wanted to get rid of him. She even blamed him for the divorce with his father. So, Vincent was out of the house because he had to go to the nearby store. Meanwhile, the mom hired two crazy homeless men to get rid of him. She didn't want to do it herself because she would get in trouble, so she offered a lot of money for the two men to basically eliminate his own child, and they, of course, said yes. They didn't have anything to lose, so any money could come in handy. Like I said, Vincent was in the store, and when he came out, it was dark already. He started to walk forward, but then he saw the two homeless men. He slowly approached them because he was kind and wanted to ask if they needed anything from the store. The two men smiled creepily, looked around, and when saw that nobody was near, they grabbed him roughly and started to pull him. Vincent fought so hard, but they were much stronger, and they managed to pull him into the nearby cemetery. One of them punched Vincent in the face so hard he fell to the ground. Then they both started to beat him until he was almost unconscious. Then one of them went away for a second or two and came back with a big shovel. Vincent was crying really hard at this point, but the guys just laughed. They dig a big hole, threw Vincent in, and buried him alive. After a couple of weeks, the police found his body and started to investigate the case. They asked a bunch of questions from the mom, yet they have never found the homeless guys. They've disappeared for good. When we heard this story, we weren't allowed to go out after sunset. In fact, I wasn't allowed to go out at all. But the worst thing is in this story that they have never caught the mom. Rest in peace, Vincent.